everyone. I'm Lexi Santamaria.
And I'm Walker Edelman.
Happy Homecoming Week, Gulls. This Wednesday, drop by the LSB Auditorium for the open forum hosted by Dr. Wiley and the Student Government Association. The first 60 people there will receive a free Endicott tumbler mug.
Are you a freshman commuter? If so, walk down to the Lower Callahan at 4:30 for an ice cream social on Thursday.
Swing by Gullies at 9 on Thursday night and be sure to wear your most spirited Endicott outfit, and the winners receive Gull Card cash.
Friday is officially the beginning of homecoming and family weekend. Show your school spirit at the Callahan lunch and you can win free stuff.
Now here's sports with Matt and Jess.
Hello and welcome to this week's edition of EC Sports. For ECTV, I'm Matt Pritchard.
And I'm Jess Carroll. The cross-country teams were in action this past Saturday at the Bowdoin Invitational. The men's teams finished 4th out of 10 teams, while the girls finished 3rd out of 10 teams. They won't be back in action until October 10th, when they head to James Early Invitational.
The football team picked up its first win of the season with a 42-14 victory at Nichols. The Gulls were led by NEFC Defensive Player of the Week, Craig Anderson, the NEFC Rookie of the Week, Drew Jones, and NEFC Offensive Player of the Week, Sam Ouellette. Anderson was also named a D3Football.com's Team of the Week. The Gulls will be back in action October 3rd for their homecoming matchup versus MIT.
The field hockey team started off the past week with 2 tough losses to UNE and MIT, before bouncing back with a big 6-0 win versus Nichols. The Lady Gulls will play host to Western New England Wednesday the 30th before traveling to Gordon October 3rd.
The men's golf team was in action this past weekend at the Blazer Invitational. The Gulls finished 8th out of 20 teams after day 2. They were led by Drew Benshoff, who finished in a tie for 15th individually. The golf team will be back in action Tuesday, October 6th for the CCC Championship Qualifier.
The women's tennis team split their 2 games this past week, dropping their first Colby Sawyer before coming back and blanking Eastern Nazarene. They were led by freshman Margot Andreessen, who earned CCC Rookie of the Week honors. They will play host to Gordon Wednesday the 30th and then Wentworth host Saturday the 3rd for their homecoming day matchup.
The women's soccer team started off the past week with a tough loss at Springfield before bouncing back to tie Roger Williams in double overtime. They'll be back at it at home versus UMass Boston on the 1st and at home versus Eastern Nazarene for their homecoming matchup.
The women's volleyball team had a very successful past week, winning 2 games versus Salem State and Wentworth. They will play host to Roger Williams Saturday the 3rd for homecoming weekend.
The men's soccer team kept their winning streak going this past week with wins at Coast Guard and Roger Williams. The win at Roger Williams was the first in program history. The soccer team will see action on October 3rd versus Eastern Nazarene for their homecoming matchup and Monday the 5th at Salem State.
That's all for this week for ECTV. I'm Jess Carroll.
And I'm Matt Pritchard. See you next week, Gulls.
At 8 p.m., head to the Fieldhouse to decorate your club's float.
Now here's Too Glam to Give a Damn with Molly and Christina. Take it away.
Hello and welcome to this week's segment of Too Glam to Give a Damn. For ECTV, I'm Christina McNamara.
And I'm Molly Massey. Let's check out what's going on in Hollywood this week.
Kim Kardashian and Kanye West went in a very specific direction when they named their first child North. So are they headed in yet another direction with baby number 2? According to one report, Kim Ye are already planning on naming North's little brother Easton West. Not exactly the same thing, but very similar. But hang in there, this was not confirmed by Kim or Kanye. After all, they did manage to keep North's name under wraps until she popped out.
Speaking of the Kardashians, Kim appeared on the Ellen DeGeneres show on Wednesday and discussed Kanye's recent announcement that he plans to run for president in 2020. Apparently, the rapper did not tell his wife of his plans to make an announcement at the 2015 VMAs in August. According to Kim, he came up with the idea on the spot and she thinks he's serious about the plans. They even talked about redecorating the Oval Office. Would you vote for Kanye for president? Tell us at @2GlamEC on Twitter.
In other news, in a recent interview with Rolling Stone, Justin Bieber talked about his arrests, scandals, and attempts to soften his image. He shared the source of his redemption, Christianity. He told reporters that he just wants to live like Jesus and clarified that he's not religious, but Jesus Christ is the greatest healer of all time. And now for a Justin Bieber quote of the week. You don't need to go to church to be a Christian. If you go to Taco Bell, that doesn't make you a taco. Thanks, Justin.
A fan got touchy-feely with Katy Perry after the pop star invited her up on stage Sunday night in Brazil. The fan, whose name Perry could not pronounce, came on stage, hugged the star, and started kissing her cheek and neck. The 30-year-old singer handled the situation perfectly before the girl left the stage. As she was leaving, the girl got in one more butt squeeze before Perry returned to her performance. Luckily, the entire interaction was caught on camera. Check it out on her Twitter page.
And that's all we have this week for Too Glam to Give a Damn.
Have a great week, Gulls.
If you're hungry around 10 p.m. on Friday, make your way to the Lodge for live free music.
Now here's Shake My Head News with Molly and Simone.
Hello, and welcome to the first segment of Shake My Head News. I'm Molly.
And I'm Simone. On Monday night, a man by the name of James Gray was arrested and fined after trying to open the door of an airplane because he thought it was the door to a bathroom. Gray claimed he was temporarily confused and it was all a misunderstanding. Gray was immediately escorted back to his seat and arrested when the plane landed.
In Sanford, Florida, a monkey escaped from its owner's home and went bananas around the neighborhood. Zeke the monkey ate the neighbor's mail, pulled molding off the police car, and rocked back and forth on a street sign. Zeke finally calmed down after drinking water from a water bottle that Sanford's officers offered as a distraction.
A McDonald's customer in New Mexico was not loving it when employees mistakenly put pickles on his order. Police say that they got a call about a customer harassing employees over the mistake. Workers told the police that the man raised his voice and started throwing things all off of the restaurant's counter. No one was injured, and the man was asked to leave McDonald's immediately.
An unnamed bride and groom got married over the weekend, and instead of having a nice romantic first dance, the couple took part in a lightsaber battle. According to the friends of the newly married couple, the bride was a much better lightsaber fighter and clearly won the battle. That's all the Shake My Head news we have for today. Back to you, Walker and Lexi.
Make your way to the football stadium at Saturday at noon for homecoming against MIT.
And now here's this week's interview with Brianna.
Hi, I'm Brianna Marr, and I'm here with Rose Kelleher and Christina McNamara, two students who hung flyers around campus with the message, "We are beautiful." Could you guys tell us a little bit more about the flyers and sort of give us an idea of what they said?
Yeah, so the flyers we hung up are basically the overall message is "We are beautiful," and we talk about like comparing ourselves to others and like how it can negatively affect our self-esteem. And basically, we just want to let everybody know that like we are beautiful in our own way. And we also talked about the prevalence of eating disorders on campus and how it's a big issue among college students. And we just wanted to let everybody know that they aren't alone, like when they have those negative thoughts. So, yeah, that's the basic message.
So did you have any inspiration in particular for hanging these flyers up?
Yeah, we just kind of wanted to spread positivity around campus. We know that sometimes people can get really caught up in their own self-image, and sometimes that negativity can spread to others. And we just wanted to put up what was an anonymous reminder that everybody is perfect just the way that they are.
Mm-hmm. And I've heard that the outcome was positive. Could you have you gotten many responses or?
Yeah, we actually weren't expecting really anybody to email us, and because we put a little email down at the bottom that said, "Let us know if you have any comments about the flyer. Let us know like what you think." And we've gotten like close to like 20
Yeah,
emails.
we've gotten a lot of responses.
Yeah, and so that's really awesome, and we were really happy about that. And it kind of made our day that people thought that what we were doing was positive, and we were really surprised by the positive outcome.
Yeah, we were surprised at how much we were able to impact other people.
What was the email, just so in case anybody wants to send in any feedback or anything?
The email is always.beautiful.ec@gmail.com.
Well, thanks thanks for being here, and now back to the desk.
Fun activities for you and your family will be held around the lakes at 1 p.m. Come by for caramel apples, fried dough, inflatables, arts and crafts, airbrush tattoos, carnival games, and more.
That's it for this week, goals. Have a wonderful week and safe weekend.